UL 508, the standard for industrial control panels, does not permit Ethernet cables to be installed in the same wiring trough as 120 volts power circuits. This prohibition stems from the classification of Ethernet cables as Article 725 Class Roman II applications, which have specific requirements regarding their separation from power and lighting circuits. The primary reason for this separation is to ensure electrical safety and prevent the potential for electrical interference. When Ethernet cables are run alongside power cables, the risk of induced voltage and electromagnetic interference increases. Induced voltage occurs when the electromagnetic field generated by the power cables couples with the Ethernet cables, creating unwanted voltage within the data cables. This induced voltage can disrupt data transmission, leading to errors and unreliable network performance. Electromagnetic interference, or EMI, can also corrupt data signals, further compromising the integrity of the network. The segregation requirements outlined in UL 508 and the National Electrical Code, or NEC, are designed to minimize these risks. By keeping Ethernet cables separate from power cables, the potential for induced voltage and EMI is significantly reduced, ensuring a more reliable and stable network. Article 725 of the NEC provides specific guidelines for the installation of Class Roman II and Class Roman III circuits, which include Ethernet cables. These guidelines emphasize the need for separation from power conductors to prevent hazards and maintain the integrity of low-voltage circuits. In addition to electrical safety and signal integrity, there are also concerns about the physical protection of Ethernet cables. When Ethernet cables are installed in the same wiring trough as power cables, they are more susceptible to damage from abrasion, crushing, or other mechanical stresses. Power cables, particularly those carrying high voltages and currents, can generate heat, which can degrade the insulation and performance of Ethernet cables over time. To mitigate these risks, UL 508 and the NEC mandate the use of physical barriers or separate raceways to isolate Ethernet cables from power cables. This physical separation provides an additional layer of protection, ensuring the long-term reliability and safety of the network. System integrators who build PLC cabinets must adhere to these separation requirements to maintain UL 508 listing. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in the rejection of the PLC cabinet during inspection and potential liability in the event of an electrical incident. The separation requirements also apply to other low-voltage data cables, such as those used for instrumentation and control signals. These cables should be treated in the same manner as Ethernet cables, ensuring that they are adequately separated from power cables to prevent interference and maintain signal integrity. There are several methods that can be used to achieve the required separation between Ethernet cables and power cables in a PLC cabinet. Firstly, separate wiring troughs can be installed for power cables and data cables. This is the most straightforward approach, providing a clear physical barrier between the two types of circuits. Secondly, raceways or conduits can be used to enclose either the power cables or the data cables. This method provides additional protection against physical damage and further reduces the risk of interference. Thirdly, barriers or dividers can be installed within a single wiring trough to create separate compartments for power cables and data cables. This approach is suitable for situations where space is limited, but it is important to ensure that the barrier is adequately grounded to prevent the transfer of electrical noise. When selecting a method for separating Ethernet cables from power cables, it is important to consider the specific requirements of the application and the available space within the PLC cabinet. It is also important to consult the relevant sections of UL 508 and the NEC to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. In addition to the separation requirements, there are also specific requirements for the grounding of PLC cabinets and other electrical equipment. Proper grounding is essential for preventing electrical shock hazards and ensuring the reliable operation of the equipment. The grounding system should be designed and installed in accordance with the requirements of the NEC, and it should be regularly inspected to ensure its effectiveness. Another important consideration is the selection of appropriate cables and connectors for the application. Ethernet cables used in industrial environment should be rated for the specific environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, and exposure to chemicals. Connectors should be properly installed and tightened to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential for ensuring the continued safety and reliability of PLC cabinets and other electrical equipment. Inspection should include a visual examination of the wiring, grounding connections, and other components. Maintenance should include tightening loose connections, replacing damaged components, and cleaning the equipment to remove dust and debris. It is also important to keep accurate records of all inspections and maintenance activities. These records can be used to track the performance of the equipment and identify potential problems before they become serious. In summary, UL 508 prohibits the installation of Ethernet cables in the same wiring trough as 120 volts power circuits within a PLC cabinet. This requirement is based on the classification of Ethernet cables as Article 725 Class Roman II applications and the need to ensure electrical safety and prevent electrical interference. System integrators must adhere to these separation requirements to maintain UL 508 listing and ensure the safe and reliable operation of PLC cabinets. To comply with these requirements, several methods can be used, including the installation of separate wiring troughs, the use of raceways or conduits, and the installation of barriers or dividers within a single wiring trough. Proper grounding, the selection of appropriate cables and connectors, and regular inspections and maintenance are also essential for ensuring the continued safety and reliability of PLC cabinets and other electrical equipment. The NEC, specifically Article 725, provides detailed guidelines for the installation of Class Roman II and Class Roman III circuits, further emphasizing the importance of separating low-voltage data cables from power conductors. This separation is not merely a matter of compliance but a critical aspect of ensuring the safe and efficient operation of industrial control systems. Moreover, the increasing complexity of modern industrial automation systems necessitates a thorough understanding of these electrical safety principles. As systems become more interconnected and rely on sensitive electronic components, the potential for interference and electrical hazards grows. Therefore, proper cable management and adherence to industry standards are paramount. Consider the scenario where an Ethernet cable, improperly routed alongside a high-voltage power cable, experiences induced voltage. This induced voltage can not only disrupt data transmission but also potentially damage the connected devices, leading to costly downtime and repairs. In a manufacturing environment, even a brief interruption in network communication can halt production lines, resulting in significant financial losses. Furthermore, the risk of electrical shock to personnel working on or near the PLC cabinet is increased when cables are not properly segregated. A compromised Ethernet cable, exposed to high voltage, can create a hazardous situation for anyone who comes into contact with it. Therefore, the separation of Ethernet cables and power cables is not just a matter of preventing interference, but also a critical safety measure. The importance of using appropriate cable types and connectors cannot be overstated. Industrial-grade Ethernet cables are designed to withstand harsh environmental conditions, including extreme temperatures, humidity, and exposure to chemicals. These cables typically feature robust shielding to minimize the effects of EMI and RFI. Connectors should be selected based on the specific application and should be properly installed and tightened to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Loose or improperly installed connectors can create points of failure in the network, leading to intermittent connectivity issues and potential data loss. Regular inspections and maintenance are crucial for identifying and addressing potential problems before they escalate into major issues. A thorough inspection should include a visual examination of all wiring, grounding connections, and components within the PLC cabinet. Look for signs of damage, such as frayed insulation, loose connections, or corrosion. Grounding connections should be tested to ensure that they are providing a low-resistance path to ground. Any deficiencies should be promptly addressed to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the continued reliable operation of the equipment. In addition to visual inspections and electrical testing, it is also important to keep accurate records of all inspections and maintenance activities. These records can be used to track the performance of the equipment and identify potential trends or patterns. For example, if a particular cable or connector is consistently failing, it may be necessary to replace it with a more robust component or to modify the installation to reduce stress on the connection. The separation requirements outlined in UL 508 and the NEC are not arbitrary rules but rather based on sound engineering principles and years of experience in the field of electrical safety. By adhering to these requirements, system integrators can ensure the safe, reliable, and efficient operation of PLC cabinets and other industrial control systems. Furthermore, ongoing training and education are essential for keeping personnel up to date on the latest electrical safety standards and best practices. As technology continues to evolve, new challenges and potential hazards will emerge, requiring a proactive and informed approach to electrical safety. In conclusion, the prohibition of running Ethernet cables in the same wiring trough as 120 volts power circuits within a PLC cabinet is a critical safety measure that must be strictly adhered to. By understanding the underlying principles and implementing appropriate cable management techniques, system integrators can minimize the risk of electrical hazards, prevent interference, and ensure the long-term reliability of industrial control systems. Remember to always consult the latest editions of UL 508 and the NEC for the most up-to-date requirements and guidelines. This proactive approach to electrical safety will not only protect personnel and equipment but also contribute to the overall efficiency and productivity of the industrial environment. Furthermore, consider the implications of failing to adhere to these standards. Non-compliance can lead to serious consequences, including fines, legal liabilities, and, most importantly, potential harm to personnel. A single electrical incident can have devastating effects, not only on the individuals involved, but also on the company's reputation and financial stability. Therefore, investing in proper cable management and electrical safety training is not just a matter of compliance, but a sound business decision. Moreover, the increasing adoption of Industrial Internet of Things, or IoT, technologies further underscores the importance of robust and reliable network infrastructure. As more devices and systems become connected, the potential for interference and security vulnerabilities grows. Therefore, it is essential to implement best practices for cable management and network security to protect sensitive data and ensure the integrity of industrial control systems. This includes not only the physical separation of Ethernet cables and power cables, but also the implementation of appropriate network segmentation, firewalls, and intrusion detection systems. By taking a holistic approach to electrical safety and network security, system integrators can create a more resilient and secure industrial environment. In addition to the technical aspects of cable management, it is also important to consider the human factors involved. Electrical safety training should emphasize the importance of following procedures and using appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE. Personnel should be trained to recognize potential hazards and to take appropriate action to mitigate risks. A strong safety culture, where safety is prioritized at all levels of the organization, is essential for preventing electrical incidents and ensuring the well-being of employees. This includes promoting open communication about safety concerns and encouraging employees to report any potential hazards without fear of reprisal. By fostering a culture of safety and accountability, organizations can create a safer and more productive work environment. Finally, it is important to remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. As technology continues to evolve and new challenges emerge, it is essential to stay informed and adapt practices accordingly. This includes participating in industry conferences, attending training courses, and staying up to date on the latest standards and regulations. By continuously improving knowledge and skills, electrical professionals can help to ensure the safe and reliable operation of industrial control systems for years to come. In summary, the separation of Ethernet cables and power cables in PLC cabinets is a critical safety measure that must be taken seriously. By adhering to the requirements of UL 508 and the NEC, implementing best practices for cable management, and fostering a strong safety culture, organizations can minimize the risk of electrical hazards, prevent interference, and ensure the long-term reliability of their industrial control systems.